In the vast, sun-scorched expanse of the endless desert, a new legend is about to be forged in sand and fury. Forget what you know about the natural world. This isn't your typical nature documentary. This is a clash of titans, a battle where mythology and raw animal instinct collide with earth-shattering force. Welcome to a world where the apex predators are giants, and the very dunes tremble before them. Imagine an ostrich, but magnified to the size of a monument. This is the Sandstorm Ostrich King, a colossal avian monarch cloaked in hardened, scale-like plumage that shimmers like desert glass under the relentless sun. Its legs, thick as ancient tree trunks, can carry it across the golden waves of sand at impossible speeds. Its powerful wings, tipped with razor-sharp bone spurs, can conjure gale-force winds with a single thunderous flap, kicking up blinding walls of sand. This isn't just a bird. It's a living fortress, a master of the desert, its gaze sharp enough to spot a ripple in the heat haze miles away. For generations, the Ostrich King has ruled this domain, its silhouette a symbol of undisputed power against the setting sun. But a new challenger emerges from the shimmering heat, a creature born of shadow and speed. The Blade-Talon Hyena. This is no ordinary scavenger. It's a hyper-evolved hunter, sleek and muscular, with a coat the color of dried blood and desert rock. Its most terrifying feature: the wickedly curved, metallic talons that extend from its paws, gleaming with deadly intent. Each claw is a scythe capable of carving through rock and rending armor. It moves with a supernatural quickness, a blur of motion that seems to defy the laws of physics, its laughter-like calls echoing unnervingly across the silent dunes. This hyena is a whirlwind of aggression, driven by an insatiable hunger for dominance. Our epic tale begins at the edge of the Great Sand Sea, where sparse hardy shrubs cling to life, marking the final frontier of vegetation. It is here, in this transitional terrain, that the first signs of conflict appear. The Blade-Talon Hyena, a phantom of the dunes, has been encroaching on the Ostrich King's territory, its presence a dark omen carried on the desert wind. The air grows thick with tension, the heat itself seeming to hold its breath. The king, from its vantage point atop the highest dune, has seen the intruder. Its massive head lowers, its dark eyes narrowing. A challenge has been issued. Suddenly, the chase is on. The hyena, a low-slung missile of muscle and claw, explodes into a sprint. It tears through the light dune shrubs, leaving a trail of shredded vegetation in its wake as it bolts towards the open sands. The Ostrich King answers with a deafening cry that shakes the very air with 3 monumental strides. It clears the sparse forest and launches itself into pursuit. The ground shudders with every thunderous footfall. This is not a mere chase. It's a high-speed ballet of death unfolding across a landscape of pure, golden sand. The hyena is a master of evasion, zigzagging with impossible agility. It uses the very terrain as a weapon, kicking up plumes of sand to obscure its path. Its metallic talons digging deep for traction as it carves sharp turns up the faces of towering dunes. But the Ostrich King is relentless. It powers straight through smaller dunes, sending explosive waves of sand erupting into the sky. We see it from a low angle, a terrifying silhouette against the blazing sun, its legs pumping like pistons. The sheer scale of this confrontation is staggering. The battle intensifies as the hyena closes the distance for an attack. It leaps, a spinning vortex of claws aimed at the king's armored legs. Sparks fly as its blade talons screech against the ostrich's natural armor, failing to find purchase but leaving deep gouges. The king retaliates with a devastating wing smash. It pivots, bringing one of its massive spurred wings around in a horizontal arc. The blow connects with the air, creating a concussive boom and a localized sandstorm that momentarily engulfs the hyena. The sheer force rips through the landscape, carving a new channel in the sand. As the duel rages, the desert itself awakens. The wind begins to howl, whipping the sand into a frenzy. A true sandstorm is brewing, summoned by the chaotic energy of their fight. The sky turns a bruised orange, and visibility drops to near zero. This is the Ostrich King's element. It navigates the storm with innate precision, its form a ghostly shape moving through the swirling chaos. For the hyena, it's a disorienting nightmare, but its predatory senses are sharp. It relies on sound and instinct, a deadly shadow in the storm. We witness the battle through the swirling curtain of sand. A flash of slashing claws, a glimpse of a giant armored foot stomping down where the hyena was a split second before. The destruction is immense. Dunes are leveled, their perfect curves torn asunder. The fight becomes a desperate struggle for survival in a world that is actively trying to bury them both. The sound is a symphony of chaos, the roar of the wind, the shriek of metal on armor, the guttural snarls of the hyena, and the booming calls of the Ostrich King. The climax of the storm mirrors the climax of their battle. The Blade-Talon Hyena, using the storm's cover, launches a final, desperate assault. It scales a shifting dune created by the king's own power, using the upward draft of wind to gain incredible height. For a moment, it soars above the Ostrich King, a demonic silhouette against the lightning that now flashes within the storm cloud. It dives, talons extended, aiming for the king's unarmored neck. But the Sandstorm Ostrich King is the master of this realm. It senses the attack, its head snapping up. In a move of shocking speed, it unleashes a piercing kick, its leg a blur of motion. The impact is cataclysmic. The sound cracks like thunder, and the hyena is sent tumbling through the air, its momentum broken. It crashes into the face of a dune, which collapses under the force, burying it in an avalanche of sand. As the sandstorm begins to subside, the desert is transformed. The landscape is a ruin, scarred and reshaped by their monumental conflict. The sun breaks through the dust-choked haze, casting long, dramatic shadows. The Sandstorm Ostrich King stands tall amidst the devastation, its armored body battered but unbroken. It lets out a triumphant cry, a sound that echoes across the newly formed dunes, reclaiming its dominion. The Blade-Talon Hyena is gone, swallowed by the sands it sought to conquer. The battle is over, but the legend of this epic duel will forever be etched into the memory of the desert itself. A new chapter in the lore of these titans has been written. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey into a world of fantasy and fury. If you were as blown away by this titan battle as we were, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic encounters. Let us know in the comments which mythical creature you'd like to see next. Until then, stay legendary.